Good after morning. It's Friday afternoon and I'm up at the allotment after work. I've came up here, it's 25 degrees, absolutely boiling. Now I know my plug gets waterlogged, but I still need to stay on top and check the watering. Most things are still fine, but one or two of the strawberries and an odd tomato plant was looking for a drop of water, so we've done that now. And I've just came up for pretty much a general look around. And everything seems to be doing okay, including the potatoes that we put the grass mulch on and gave a water to. In spite of this heat, let me spin you around and I'll give you a look, but they probably will need another drink tomorrow. Right, so as you can see, they're all still doing relatively well. Now the beauty about putting them here, as I say, they get this bit of shade off the shed. And at the peak of the day, in the hottest weather, in here was those few little potatoes that was left from when we planted into the beds with the car. And no, they weren't. I'll tell you what these were. These were the ones that we lifted and took the harvest off, and I said the potatoes were starting to chit but hadn't even got a start. We put them in here, and that's what these are. And we threw some grass on there, which you can see is bone dry, but it's lovely and moist in there. So I just came up to make sure things aren't dying. I did manage to find some of these big trays, and under some of the front pots, because the fronts take the brunt of the sun in the morning, tend to dry out a little more than those because these shade those ones in the morning. So with these ones here, I'm going to get some more of these trays, but I didn't have enough just to go for the front rows. But as you can see, they're looking magnificent at the moment, and tomorrow they'll probably want a little drop of water. We won't go overboard, but we'll give them a little sprinkle with the hose. We got Blue. We got Blue here today with us, haven't we, son? You going to say hello? Huh? Are you coming to say hello? Are you coming to say hello? Are you? Are you saying hello? Say hello, people. And I'm not letting him run ragged, I'm just letting him run round the allotment if he wishes. Wait, stop taking me grass. To give himself a bit of exercise, but I'm also keeping an eye on him because of the heat. But there is plenty of places for him to shade, and I've got a drinking bowl for him as well, for to have water. So we did put on, oh, they fell over, we did put on those little chilies that we, little peppers that we salvaged and saved. I've got them in various places through the bed. It's planted tomato suckers, and I can't remember whether I told you or not. Yeah, so we put another one in here, another one in here, and one in here, and you can see how well they're doing just since we planted those at the weekend. These peas are doing fantastic, the lettuces are doing fantastic, and again, no water. Now this is just my unique situation. The ground under my beds is extremely compacted, not so much in the polytunnels because they are really deep beds and when they were prepared prior. Grapes are looking fantastic now, and again, no water. And this is just my unique situation. Now then, these ones here are still doing well. These are the first earlies. They're looking a little bit worn and beraggled, but that's because they're coming to near harvest now. So we'll just keep them ticking over. It's nothing to do with water. They're just getting a bit of age about them now, and the yellowing on the leaves is more to do with the fact they're getting close to harvest these at 12 weeks, which is more or less the end of this month. So another couple of weeks, we'll just keep them hobbling along, and then we'll see what we get out of those. Those are the Pentland Javelins. Right, so I've just pulled out the garlic, and basically it is more or less at an end now. And this is hardneck garlic, it is scaped up. We can take those down, but you can see they were definitely coming to their end now. These were planted October, November last year, and these are my own third year garlic. This was shop bought garlic originally. Okay. So, in the first year, this is what they looked like. And that's this shop bought garlic. It's first year. Now they haven't done particularly well, and they probably could have had a little longer in the bed. But this is it. When you get it acclimatized to your location, and you keep some bulbs back and put them back again and again, this is what the result. Now I'm quite happy with these. But because I didn't plant a lot of garlic this year, most of this, certainly the bigger ones, will be getting kept for stock. And that is pretty much all I've got by way of garlic. I made a boo-boo this year and I didn't plant enough garlic. We'll eat the small ones. And then these are the the German giants. Now, this is their first year. And I lost quite a bit of these during the winter because it was really, really wet in this bed, even though I wasn't watering. But I have got some decent cloves. And these will just be kept for stock. The smaller ones we'll just eat. There isn't many small ones. So there's about three to eat. And we've got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I've got seven decent cloves to keep for stock. This has the potential to be really good garlic, this. I bought this, it's German giant garlic. And they've all split nicely. But as you can see, they've all come to the end. And I thought I would just clear this bed out ready. So we've got more growing space. I haven't got anything to go in it yet, like. I might even have to have another visit to the garden centre to get something in here. Because all I've got left is these few bits here. And there's only really the melons of any use. The tomatoes are coming along nicely. It would help if I focused onto the tomatoes instead of the leaves. But yeah, all 4 of these plants have tomatoes on the bottom truss. Yeah. Happy days. Just look how quickly these onions have came on. We only planted them a couple of weeks ago. This was the first lot of Ailsa Craig. And I said I thought they might do better in this, my own compost, which has got quite a lot of wood chip on the top. And I thought, because it was drier, they might do better. Well, I don't want to speak too soon, but things are looking really nice with those. And then this was the second batch that we planted, and even these have got established. Now, they look like they want water, but they don't. Trust me, those beds have plenty of moisture in there. Some may not make it. In fact, 1 or 2 have died, but I'm pretty confident that the rest will come. Strawberries are doing okay. Just done a little bit of weeding in there. And we've got ourselves some nice strawberries. That's the first one out of this cage here. I'm not going to water them because they're only starting to grow now as a result of the beds drying back. And they will fill out and they will produce more. Now, these are Terry Kings around the bottom. And they're only runners from last year. I've already had 1 big one off them. But, you know, I probably shouldn't take anything off them, but we'll let them just do their own thing. Some more potatoes, kestrels. These little trees. I'm putting apples on. These other kestrels are looking nice. You can see this is our pomegranate tree coming back again. They're very late to come back in the year, pomegranates, but they hold the foliage and the pomegranates until about October time as a rule. was a lettuce. And look at that, what a specimen. And that's been in there, it's waterlogged, the whole shebang, everything, but it's came back. And I'm just about to take this last pak choy now, because you can see inside it's just starting to turn. So we've got them all in good time. These lettuces are coming along really nice. We're getting flour on the beans now. And like I've said, I discovered when we done this bed where we planted the peas and the swede and the cabbage, I discovered I came up and give this a little drop of water on Wednesday evening, but I don't want to go overboard. But I discovered when I was doing that, the reason these beds hold so much water is because the ground underneath these beds, where we went straight on top with cardboard, is rock solid. The tiller was bouncing up and down off the ground. And Nigel from Muddy Boots made a good suggestion as well. When we dig these at the back end, I'm going to dig them again and throw in a lot of sharp sand as well for drainage. And I might also knock some spikes down into the ground as well, metal poles, to knock big holes and wide holes, and then I'll drop sand into the holes and then we'll backfill again. And hopefully that will help, because they just get so waterlogged. It's very poor ground up here, so you can only really grow in raised beds. Certainly in my particular area. So yes, all these other potatoes are now making a spurt now as well. Now the beds are drying back. And I might as well finish off by giving you a quick look in here, the new polytunnel. Absolutely delighted with the way things of these are going. And as you can see, they've had no water. The beds are bone dry, or look bone dry. We did pull out that one that was doing nothing, and I've popped in a new one that I had. It's just starting to get established. It got a drop of water to water it in, and that was it. These have had no water. These are the purple cauliflower. And they've had no water since they were planted. Neither have the peas. And they're all getting going now. Radishes are still growing. Not quite ready for harvest, but it looks like we will get a harvest out of some. Leeks are established. Sweet corn looks much better now. These cabbages are all looking nicely. And the turnips. I put another little sucker tomato over there. Give it a drop of water and left it in. There's another cabbage on the far end. We give that a drop of water on Wednesday, left it. These spring onions are all starting to come now. And the kale is getting away now. We'll be starting to take pickings off this shortly now. These exhibition onions are doing really well in here now. And in between there you will see there is another tomato sucker that I planted in there. That's all the suckers that we took off those tomato plants now planted in various polytunnels. This one over here, and the other polytunnel. So that's pretty much it year round for the weekend really, unless I actually come up and do anything over the weekend. Alright, that's it, that's pretty much it. Just a quick roundup for you. Like I say, I'm not sure whether I'll do anything over the weekend other than keep an eye on the water, or get that polytunnel skinned if Tony does arrive, that was kindly donated to us by First Tunnels. Again, thank you very much First Tunnels for the sponsorship. I really do appreciate it, and I'll leave you a link in the description down below. I'm just enjoying this now. It's been a lot of hard work, but I'm really enjoying it now. Right, as always, wherever you are in the world, please stay safe, be practical, and keep yourselves out of harm's way. Thanks again for all your likes, comments, dislikes, subscriptions, comments, suggestions, donations. It's all very much appreciated. If it's your first time here, think about hitting the subscribe button, hit the little bell icon, select all, and that'll alert you every time I put up a new video. As always, stay safe, thanks for watching, and I'll see you again in the next video.